Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Nat from Nat's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. So, today I want to talk a little bit about relationships and about how you should not get married. I'm thinking for at least the next 5 years. Guys, if you're with a woman who is a bit trashy, don't get married. It's a bad time to get married. If she's classy, if she's trashy, this is a really bad time to get married. You need a traditional woman if you want to get married these days because the new women and trashy women have a very different idea of how things should go these days. Now, there are things that we cannot talk about in this day and age, but women have potential to be evil, and we don't have the ability to say that. We can't say the LGBTQ has the ability to be evil, even after Trump won. Okay, so when Trump won, it really made a big difference in people's heads about if people have the capacity to be evil. But one thing I was running into a lot is you could not be evil if you were LGBTQ. You could not be evil if you were feminist. And I was like, whoa, how far does this go? So I looked, like, what's the most evil LGBTQ person I could find? And that was John Money. And I'm still having issues with people to even look at this John Money individual. So what I'm trying to frame here is it is difficult to be in a new age relationship because within the new age, women are infallible. Women are perfect. They can do no wrong. And socially, they are at the pinnacle of all this stuff. They are the shamans. They are the controllers, the rulers of everything. With this, oh, what is it? What is it? Virtue and all of this stuff. But the virtue, now here's the thing. You're Buddhism. You're good and you're bad, and you're bad and you're good. That's the yin yang. You cannot be 100% good. It is absolutely impossible. The Catholics tried it. It didn't work out very well for them. They have a lot of sexual abuse cases because of that. Now, the Catholics are the only one that I'm allowed to say this stuff about. If I say about Muslims and child abuse, people, like, especially those women, will be down my throat immediately. So the women that make the truth and the view and all of this stuff are disconnected from reality. They don't really know exactly what reality is. Most of them haven't been within 10 feet within anything that they've eaten, and they don't know the rules. They don't know the consequences. They have this idea. We all have this Disney idea, this Disney mentality that all women good and maybe man bad, and that's we're losing our way because of that. It's definitely really difficult. We're finding our way, but we're losing our way. But anyways, all of our marriage, our institution is based off the old idea, the way that relationships used to be. And in the old days, we had the balls to say that women could be evil, that women had the potential to be evil. Women are the only ones that say that women can be evil these days. And I'm going to show you how I can tell. This is proof. This is freaking proof. So, unlike all of these woke individuals, I have sat down and, like, I got a Quran. I actually bought my own Quran, and I've been reading about religion. One thing that all of these progressives never do. They might go to a thing once or twice, but they don't know shit about religion. They don't know shit from Shinola. They don't know shit. It's amazing. It's amazing the lack of information that they have about religion. These individuals, these feminists and powerful, they know they're a Christian thing, and they know Christian bad because of the patriarchy, and men bad, patriarchy bad, everything bad. So that makes it really difficult because then everything bad, and then of course everything not that good. It's not that way. A lot of these women hate Christianity, but they don't even know, not all of them, some of them know that Christianity, Judaism, and Muslims and many other things are Abrahamic religion that all came from the same thread. If you don't like Christianity, you're not going to like Muslims, and you're probably not going to like Jews either. But now why am I ranting about this? Because there's stuff that's gone missing in our stories. These people don't even listen to stories. They don't even listen to fairy tales. They don't even listen to fairy tales. Fairy tales might as well be religious beliefs. You get a story out of it. You get a moral and all of this stuff. We have removed the actual evils within even our storylines. And we've removed our storylines that make women sound like they have the potential to be bad. Now, here's the thing, if you go on back and if you get those storylines, you find out that women have the potential to be very greedy. That women have the potential to not know when they have enough and to keep bothering for more and more and more. And this is a thing that goes back all the way back through time. But because our group of people who have the power, the women, the people who are effeminate, the people who have the power, who are progressive, they think that they know everything, that they know all of history with their hearts. Well, ladies, let me tell you something. If you're going with your heart, then you are very seducible. They just piss you off and point you in a direction. You're like fire. Fire is so easy to predict. Yeah, not all the time, but if you just want to destroy things, fire's pretty easy to predict. You just set it off and you get the fuck out of there, right? Even if it explodes, if all you want to do is destroy. And I swear the people at the top just want to destroy these women, these progressives, these people on social media. They just want to destroy the patriarchy and everything. They just don't know what the reality is when it's gone. But anyways, the reason why you shouldn't marry these days is the women, they don't know what reality is. They don't know how they are. They themselves don't know how bad they can be. Like the women after Me Too and all this, they have no idea how bad women can be. One thing we can't even talk about is before Me Too, there were a lot of people acting like they liked Harvey Weinstein and were like, because they wanted that part. They knew. There was an industry that knew. Guys, within this industry, is your favorite actor? Like women love act. I freaking hate it. I don't know why everyone likes famous people. Women freaking love famous people. They love famous people. And I'm going to share one last heartbreaking thing with you that is absolutely true. And this one really freaking hurts. This really hurts. There is a truth that if a woman gets rich, she's going to marry someone else shortly after. Because women get they get the best person they can be with. And if they find someone better, they're there. These days, they're there. There is no reason for a woman to stay with a man. When most of these laws were written, reproduction was very different. And it was very easy for a woman to get pregnant. And if she got pregnant, there was great responsibility. We don't have that, and women can be just the same as men. Women are fighting for the right to be just the same as men. Now that they're the same as men, they're the same as men. Do you understand? They're the same as men. All of the evils that you think that you see in men, and you probably do see in men, exist within women. And right now, we don't have a hang on any of this stuff. These women are out to lunch. Legitimately. I think it's been an extraordinarily long time since women have been this promiscuous. Like, they were promiscuous in the 60s. They didn't expect responsibility from the men in the 60s. These days, women are being so evil. I'm going to let you know how evil some women are. They're legitimately... This really hurts me to say. There are women that'll calculate up how much money that they'll get from the government and decide based on that if they want to stay with their husband and family. Not based off if the family is best off, but if they can handle it on their own. There's so many women that don't care about the family and will make up, flat out absolutely make up lies. Absolute lies. And if the guy is like wanted by the cops, it's not gonna go good for the cops. But if the guy's known by the cops, then like for good reasons, it makes it a lot different. Oh man, it makes it a lot different. But yeah, sorry, I'm just let me let you know some of the things women will do. Women will drive their men to suicide so that they can collect money for him being dead. I have seen that happen. Women will be like, that never happens. That doesn't happen. No, it absolutely happens. It kills me. It absolutely kills me. It kills me. I watched my ex-wife. After I heard about two or three women doing this with others, I was like, whoa, that's dark. I watched my ex-wife talk to shit, this is hard. I'm sorry. This is difficult. But ultimately, you get women these days that are called homie hoppers that will jump from one man to another man in order to get sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever. Whatever. Drugs like cocaine is a real issue. And cocaine and women in the city, holy shit. I know so many women that were homie hoppers, jumping from cock to cock just so that they could get that, just so they could get their hit. Now here's the thing. This actually happens. When women won't admit it does. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. I know I've heard so many stories of homie hoppers. And while they're telling me these stories, they don't even know about homie hoppers. But it is a crazy thing. I know a woman that fell for one guy and then found out that that guy had access and knew that his friends also had access because they partied. So she would start calling up the friends and offering services for ultimately, and then at the last moment trying to take it away or trying to act like so, and that's another issue. You kind of enter in these contracts, these verbal words imply you will get sex for drugs, and then you don't get the sex or the drugs. It's and these days men are figuring this out, and they're not even offering this stuff anymore. And women these days are having a hard time figuring out why, which is why I'm saying wait some time. There are absolutely evil women out there, guys. Does your woman know how to play the system? If she knows how to play the system, or if she has said her mother has had her in a position to lie so that she could do X, Y, and Z, she will lie and play the she will lie and play the victim, and you will be screwed because of it. And the system will generally believe her because women are incapable of evil these days when it comes to the media face, the progressive reality facing the people. Because of the patriarchy and because of Christianity and white people, everything bad. So every white person is bad, every Christian is bad, every white person that we see immediately is a Christian, or if they are not a Christian and they have come from a Christian family. Like this is from the horse's mouth. I figured out the rhetoric. Like seriously, legitimately. It's part of Anonymous back in the day when they went to war with Scientology. You guys know these guys? I was with the new fag group. We kicked old fag out. It was a big story. All you progressives, if you're watching just to hate me, so I can figure out when we got large amounts of people being kited by a group. TikTok is great at kiting women, changing their points of view in order to make them feel better, even if it hurts the family. Guys, there are women, and they're easily obtainable. You can find them easily that will lie and take everything for themselves, not leave anything for the children, and act like they have been hurt and they have been put upon quite a bit. There's many, 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 many of them out there, especially now because of the TikTok culling. Because of the TikTok culling of relationships around COVID, there are many women out there looking for something new, and they got these new words like covert narcissism and boundaries, and like boundaries are healthy, but holy crap, before COVID we did not know about these words. We just knew that we just didn't go there. There was that line in the sand, and we didn't go there. Okay, but legitimately, boundaries are being used as weapons now. Feminism is being used as weapons in a radical feminist thing. We are now on our probably fourth or fifth wave feminism. I am third feminist, dyed in the wool, equality, 100%. But if you want anything more than equality, you are a nut job and you're a controlling individual. But so many of these women are like that. They are. Okay, so pop quiz hot shot. Find one of these feminists that you know. We all know one of these feminists that are all like, yes, the patriarchy is a problem. And then know them. And go back and get their ethics about what they did when they had power and what they did with that power. Now, here's the thing, when they fuck up, and they will because they're human, we're all human. When they fuck up, they're going to say, oh, it's because the patriarchy hurt my feelings and I couldn't do this, but everything's intrinsically their fault, so we should bring everyone into the country who is not a part of the patriarchy. Guys, we're killing our country this way. But also, we have killed the family. We have legitimately killed the family. The family has died in a lot of cases, and we need to rebuild. Guys, don't date. Don't date a TikToker. And don't date a trashy woman. If she's on TikTok, she's probably trashy. Is that true? Is that true? Like when I say on when I say on TikTok, I mean that goes on TikTok and repeats the things that they learn from TikTok to people at work. This is a big issue. And right now people are telling me it's not an issue. But as I look forward to the future's got my back already. Anyways, that's it for me, folks. Thanks for listening to me. Have a good one. Take care of each other, will you?